If Shizzy can get stabbed and he's back in the gym like 2 days later, I can be in the gym with some bruises and scrapes. Or there's gonna be people out there who are dealing with way worse stuff watching this, like, this fucking guy. Look, I haven't been injured like this in a while, so. That's what I get for getting Heelys. What's up, lads? How are we all doing? Today is Monday? Today's Monday. Just wanted to give you guys a little update on my life, on what I got going on. What do you guys got going on? I feel like I talk about myself too much on here. I still have not gotten anything to hold my phone properly. So, you guys are still chilling on my tripod. But let me tell you guys about what I just did today, what we've been up to, what I did the other day. I just dropped off a earnest money deposit, very grown up, because we are making offers on houses right now. So maybe seeing some new JPG content in a house of my own. Very exciting stuff. We just found a place that we really liked. I will show it to you guys if we do get the house, but we'll see. I know the market's pretty competitive right now, so we'll see what happens. But I'm pretty excited because this place has pretty much everything that we want. I think it's like a 4-5 bedroom. It's got a basement, huge backyard that's got a nice space for the dog to run around. I'm currently going to the gym right now. Complete switch of topics, but it's just how my brain works. So we're going to the gym right now. I don't know if you guys have seen on my Instagram, but got a little boo-boo the other day because I got Heelys, right? And it's funny because people were literally telling me on threads and on Instagram that, you know, be careful. I did this and this with my Heelys on, and I was like, that's crazy. How did you hurt yourself with Heelys? I'm much too athletic for that. And lo and behold, I hurt myself on Heelys. But I will say, I do not think, you know, knock on wood, that I would normally hurt myself on Heelys just using them as intended. But I let my 85, 90-pound dog pull me on his leash, which picked up mad speed, which was awesome for like the 2-3 times that it actually worked. But it only takes one, guys. It only takes the one. So basically what happened was he really likes playing fetch, as dogs do. So I threw the ball and he zooms, right? I'm pulling, holding on the leash. He's pulling me. I'm going fast. I'm enjoying life. I let go of the leash so that he can continue chasing his ball and I don't get pulled in every which direction. And Heelys, being Heelys, not really made for anything but flat, completely flat surfaces. I must have hit maybe the tiniest rock. It could have been a ladybug or something, or it could have been just the smallest crack in the asphalt, because I came to a full dead stop. And when you come to a full dead stop while in motion, as that guy once said, Mr. Fig Newton, an object in motion, it stays in motion. So I continued the motion, just not with the Heelys, but with the rest of my body. So I banged up my hands. I'd show you guys like my forearm and my elbow, which is all bloodied up. This hand is, I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like purplish, because I put my hands out to stop myself and then did a little tumble. I feel like I'm pretty good at falling. I don't know. That is a skill, right? I didn't hit my noggin, so I was able to at least absorb some of the impact, because basically what I did was I put my hands out and then let myself roll. So I basically put my hands out and then I rolled over my right shoulder to kind of absorb the blow a little bit. And man, my wife was out there with me. Sorry, babe. I should have listened to you. And she literally told me, like, the second time that I did it successfully, she was like, please don't do that again. That looks very dangerous. And I was like, don't worry about it. I got this. Yeah, I must have done like 3 little tumbles and scared her half to death, thinking that I had hit my head or something like that. But again, the athleticism kicked in. I wish it had been kicking in the entire time I was using the Heelys. But I was able to at least just come out of it with some scrapes and a bruised palm. I would say kind of a win, considering that I literally could have died. I was thinking about that last night in bed, just morbid thoughts, intrusive thoughts, that could have been so much worse. I could have broken something, I could have hit my head, I literally could have died. On Heelys, can you imagine if I had died on Heelys? The memes would have been impeccable, I'm not gonna lie. So if you guys want to make any memes as if I had actually passed away on Heelys, I wouldn't mind it. Because I think it would be funny. If somebody can, get gym cells or one of those powerlifting meme pages in on that, that'd be great. I'm assuming it'll have something to do with attaching D handles to Heelys or for more stability, something like that. I don't know. But yeah, it was very painful. I was very upset. If anything, I would say that like the scrapes, yeah, they suck, especially when they get wet, but the bruised palm is actually probably the worst hindrance right now because one, it's really hard to like load anything in this palm, and I'm about to go and try and hit chest. Oh yeah, we're about to go and try and hit like a push day, guys. Oh, come back. All right, come on. There you go. Yeah, we're about to try and hit a push day, guys. So I'm going to try my best to situate the handle of whatever equipment that I'm using, just not in the base of my palm stacked over my wrist, I guess, where it typically is, but maybe just right above that because it's super bruised. Doesn't feel very comfy. Even just gaming, like holding a controller or trying to like grip anything, awful. So I was able to hit a successful pull day yesterday. I did not record that just because, I'll be honest, I didn't really feel like it. I'm only human. And it's been kind of nice because there were maybe 3 sessions last week that I just didn't film whatsoever. And I enjoy that a lot because lifting for me was basically like my quiet time, meditation. And after I basically turned lifting into work, it was less so. And I think that's part of the reason I really enjoy Muay Thai, because for me right now, it's not anything that I'm trying to, create content off of. Like, sure, I'll post like updates here and there for you guys, but really only because people are curious. And it's cool to see the progression of skill as I record and take more videos. So yeah, it's also just for my kind of personal record, but it's nice because I don't feel obligated to create content off of that and post regularly about it. So that's kind of my new form of meditation, you could say. I'm actually planning on still practicing that today, even though I'm super banged up right now. I'm not gonna be able to like hit the bag or anything, but I'm still gonna work on my footwork. I'm gonna work on my kicks, my knees. I'm gonna work on, so I was able to do a hook kick the other day, and it's crazy because I'd literally never done a hook kick before, but I was training with one of my buddies who actually does fight, like he does sanctioned fights, and I saw him do this cool looking kick, this hook kick. So I was just throwing out kicks, just practicing, and I was like, no, I'll just try it. And he was like, dude, that was actually a really good kick. And yeah, that felt great. Because I've never been able to throw them before. I guess I just never really tried, or I thought I didn't have the mobility for it. But it turns out if you lose like 15 pounds, it helps a lot with your cardio and mobility. So yeah, just not being almost 200 pounds anymore really helped out. It feels like I can throw my kicks out so much faster now. It's still relatively slow. I shouldn't even say relatively. They are still slow, but relative or compared to before, much faster. So the only person I'm currently competing against for that is me. So any improvement that I see is just It's a lot of fun to me. I'm sure a lot of you can relate to that, at least from a lifting perspective, just because when you first start lifting and you see any kind of progress, oh man, it's like, woo! You get a little rush, like got a little bicep going on, you got some triceps popping. And when you didn't have any significant muscle before and you see any kind of definition or growth anywhere, I still remember that feeling because I started when I was like 14 years old. I was a twig. 120, 125 pounds, fresh off of a track season in high school. So I was extra skinny. And even throughout track, I would actually run track. I didn't know any better. I'd run track and then I would go home and try and work out and wonder why my workouts felt so poopy. And now I know. But yeah, guys. So I hope all of you have that same kind of experience with lifting or whatever kind of skill-based thing that you enjoy. Seeing progression in that is just a lot of fun. I'm headed to Old Faithful, my regular gym here, even though I was at a different gym within the franchise the other day. I just like this one because it has the heavy bag and it also has a great posing room. Just to update you guys on where I'm at with my cut right now, I weighed in a little bit over 182 this morning. I had 3 days prior to yesterday and the day prior where I had 2,400 calories. So not really a refeed because that should still have me in a deficit, just less of one. But I just needed that because I had basically been eating around 1,800 calories on average for like 2 months or something, which is a very high deficit for me. I went from, mid 190s to like 180 in that time. So significant weight drop. And I was noticing that my mood was starting to get worse. My energy was starting to get worse. My lifts actually weren't suffering too much. They were definitely declining a bit, but it wasn't awful. But considering that, I'm like, I think 5-ish or so weeks out right now from the first show, and I started my prep at 6 weeks out last time at a significantly higher body fat percentage, I decided to give myself a little bit of a sort of diet break, basically just tapering up the calories. But now I'm back on that 1,800-ish average. Actually less at the moment over these last 2 days because the day that I hurt myself, I was so upset and everything was just hurting that I basically just went to bed after only having like 1,000 calories. I hit my protein goal for the day, like the bare minimum basically. But otherwise, like everything else was super low. It's 1,000 calories. And then the day, or I should say the day after yesterday, I had about 1,800 calories. I had over 200 grams of protein that day, just much lower carbs. It was still around, I think, 75-ish grams of carbs. And I woke up today looking pretty dry and pretty lean, so I'm excited about that. I've only had a Fairlife shake so far today. It's about noon. I woke up around 9:30. And then, yeah, just been kind of chilling since then. Doing stuff to go in, drop off that check. So I just hit the bank. And then I was going to do a electronic transfer picture of the check to them, and that just didn't work out. I had to get it in by noon, so I ended up just driving there. And after I finished with that, I got on here. So you guys are all up to date with my life in a sort of chaotic way. We are about 4 minutes from the gym now, guys. Exciting, I know. I'll see you guys in the parking lot. I want to put a little music on, get myself hyped for the gym, maybe some Wacotron. I don't know. We'll see. Love you guys. See you at the gym. All right, y'all. Just pulled up to the gym. Just want to show you guys the fit real quick. Carhoos. Good company socks. Got this jacket from this vintage sale thing that I went to in Richmond. It's like a custom screen print on a Rebark hunting jacket. Got a Madewell oversized tee and some Madewell shorts. I actually don't really like matchy with the brand top and bottom, but I didn't even think about it. It's a comfy fit. So yeah, let's go hit chest, shoulders, triceps. Hopefully you guys can see me okay. I'm not super confident in how this is gonna go, just because how banged up my hands are right now. But we're gonna see if I can situate this in such a way that it doesn't hurt too much. Or in such a way that maybe it still hurts, but I just don't be a bitch and I just lift. Alright, that feels alright-ish. This machine here, I definitely need some yoga blocks or something to set the start point, because even coming back as far as I can, there's still a good couple inches there that I cannot get into. Feels so weird pressing through that part of my palm. Feels okay-ish. Cool. I just realized you might not be able to see me from behind these plates, like right here. This is going better than expected, the fact that I can press it all, so pretty happy about that. Actually, that feels not as good now that it's loaded. Ooh, weird. Shooting pain in my forearm. We're gonna figure this out. Maybe I need a neutral grip press. Huh. I wonder if I can go here. All right, I figured it out. Just not gonna be a bitch. Still doesn't feel great. I think I'm just loading my forearm a bit. Just trying to keep the weight off of the bruised part of my palm here. So, no biggie. It'll warm up as I continue. I may just have to go higher rep, lighter weight. Whew. All right. Oh, that feels not great. Oh.
Think about it. I know. Nobody's ever done it. So it's just.
Just gonna try a different hand positioning here.
No, I think a lot.
Yeah, my forearm's just not used to being loaded through that stretch there, so it feels like I'm getting a pull through here that feels not so great. Yeah, because usually I load the bar right here.
Every time I see you, I think about it. I would buy it.
But
Because like I have a
this should be manageable.
So it would just be I run right in, wipe the sweat, no one would have any idea. But
And try again. If this doesn't work out, then I'll just try a different machine. Slightly different handles. And hopefully that'll work out.
with black, dark blue, dark purple, dress shoes with the soles in them, that you could actually do the stair climber if you really needed to. Let's go on Shark Tank. Let's pitch the idea. Let's do it. We just gotta find somebody who can make it. And you go on Shark Tank and you're like, all right, we'll buy your idea. We'll give you $500,000.
So this arm felt fine, but now this tricep feels like it's cramping up. And this could just be from lack of electrolytes, not enough water as well. Just because yesterday and the day prior, I only had, 1,000 and 1,800 calories. So I checked my potassium yesterday, it was definitely on the lower end. I think I'm just gonna reintroduce some, like a liter of coconut water throughout the day, which will bring me to around, 1,800, 2,000 mgs of potassium just from that. So I think I'll be around that 4,500, 5,000 milligram range. Kind of scared to try this again just because I really don't want my triceps to cramp up or potentially tear. I may just try a different machine at this point, see if that works. Because there's a hoist machine over there, I think, that has like rotating handles that might work a little bit better. Let's try that. Okay, so here's what I did. I am assuming that part of the reason I'm not feeling oh so great right now is just lack of electrolytes. So instead of getting a Gatorade or something like that a lot of people would gravitate to, I went ahead and got one of these MRE shakes, just because they have way more sodium and potassium in comparison to a Gatorade, and it's just what they had available. So in total, I get around 710 milligrams of potassium and a solid 420 mgs of sodium. So I'm gonna chug this right now, and hopefully that helps with the cramping. I'm also going to, instead of trying out one of those other presses, I'm gonna try and mess around with one of these Cybex presses here maybe. We'll just see whichever one works out. Let's see if this non-converging Cybex press works out a little bit better. Just with the handle shape and positioning and whatnot. I think I might actually have to sit on something just because this is the highest the seat goes, just to elevate myself a little bit. So let's see what we got. So I basically just folded up a yoga mat, and we're gonna see if this puts me in a better position for my arm path. Should be better. We'll see. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. Feels weird because the mirror is like askew, so I just feel like I'm not even. Please let me be able to press. Oh, it doesn't feel great. What if I do this? I think this will work. But I also said that last time, and it didn't work. So we shall see. Might have to do like, I don't know, 8 to 12 reps today. So I guess what most people would consider a normal rep range, rather than my, dude, what is this machine? Like, there's this stupid bar back here that limits me from getting my arm all the way back, so maybe this won't work. Whew. Yeah, doesn't feel great on my palm. It's pretty purple right now. but I think we're gonna be okay. Maybe. Hopefully. I don't know if you guys can see that. I'm about 2 little plates from the bottom. We're gonna try this out. And if I'm not able to take this to failure within, say, 15, even 20 reps, without the pain from this being too distracting, just because if the pain is too distracting, then more than likely it's actually going to take away my ability or mess with my ability to train to true failure, just because, you know, my perception of effort is going to be higher. So we're going to try it out for the set, but if not, if I'm not able to, then there's actually a fly machine over there that I don't have to hold whatsoever. So I can use that to at least get some kind of chest stimulus in for the day. And then hopefully shoulders will go a bit better after that. At the very least, I think I could do lateral raises, and then hopefully find some kind of shoulder press that I could do. But if not, I could also just do some kind of front raise or something like that. So let's try it out. Yeah, it kind of hurts like a bitch, but I was still able to get decent intensity on that set. Yeah, we're making it work. Oh man, maybe I should have listened to my wife. She told me to take an extra rest day, but I already took a few. So if Shizzy can get stabbed and he's back in the gym like 2 days later, I can be in the gym with some bruises and scrapes. You know, I'm actually thinking maybe a cable fly after this would be good. Yeah, that sounds nice, because then I could really situate that in my palm, like right up here. So thinking a cable fly, if I can set it up seated, I will. But I'll try and do one more set of this. I'm gonna try and stick with this weight and just rep it out to failure again. I'm just glad I could do anything right now. I was pretty bummed out when this happened. Mostly because I was like, man, I hope this doesn't affect my training too much. Like, that was really like one of my first thoughts. Not that, oh, I might have just broken something or I could have just died. But I was upset that I scraped up my jeans that I had just gotten, and two, that my training might suffer. But mama ain't raising no bitch, so here we are. Let's get it, guys. And this isn't me trying to motivate people to work around injuries that they shouldn't be. But if you can safely work around an injury, then I think it's better than just sitting around and feeling sorry for yourself. I just know way too many people who get some kind of minor injury, like let's say they hurt their leg or something like that, and they're like, oh, I'm out of the gym right now. I can't train. I sprained my little ankle. And I'm like, dude, you sprained your ankle. You got a whole other leg. You got your whole upper body. That's like every gym bro's dream, an excuse to skip legs. Or on the flip side, if somebody, hurts something up here, you can still hit legs, dude. Like, if I couldn't do this right now, then I just hit legs. If I couldn't work out upper body whatsoever, then I would just have a quad day, some calves maybe, and then I would have like a glute ham day or something like that, just doing whatever I could. And even if I could only train one arm, I would train that one side. There's a lot of different ways you can work around stuff. I think it's been a sufficient amount of time, so let's try this out. Maybe I should use that fly machine versus trying to do a cable fly and loading my palm more. That would probably be the safe way to go about it, but I just know a cable fly would feel so much better than that weird machine. Not really a fan of it. Doesn't really feel great, and getting a good stretch isn't the best either. And from what I felt without looking at the cam, the resistance profile isn't that much harder in the mid to short. So, I don't know. It's not something I would typically use. Only reason I'd use it is just because I can't load through my palm that well right now. All right, let's do it, guys. To failure. Come on. Fucking A. Oh boy. All right, 2 sets done. Moving on. That was a struggle, but we got through it. Had to try out a few different machines first. We're gonna try this out. I had this program for quite some time before. I like to use it as a nice mid to low pec exercise, but we'll see if I can still load anywhere near what I'm able to usually. I'm hoping that these D handles feel a little bit nicer in my hands than a regular handle from those pressing machines. If anything, I might turn it into more of a fly, grab like a half Bosu, so that I can really load more so through that. But we'll see. I might actually just switch to the pec deck then. It works. That's working out. Let's try a little bit of a heavier set. I think I'll probably stick to like 15 reps and below. Just because I still feel it, and also like not even the palm, or I should say it's not even just the palm that's like bothering me, but just like the stretching of the skin around where I scrape my knuckles up. I have a lot of excuses right now, guys, in terms of why I'm not performing as well as I could be, but we're here. That's what's important. At least I'm making excuses while I do the thing. You know what I mean? Again, better just making excuses while I'm sitting on my butt at home. Still putting the work in. Hopefully that motivates somebody out there. Or there's gonna be people out there who are dealing with way worse stuff watching this, like, this fucking guy. Look, I haven't been injured like this in a while, so. That's what I get for getting Heelys. All right, so I was at 80 a second ago. This thing goes up to 200. Just put it to 120, kind of conservative. I actually don't really remember how much I was doing for this before. I feel like 120 was actually like around what I was at prior. Let's see. That felt good. I'm gonna do one more set. Same weight. And then we're gonna try and find a shoulder press that I'm able to use. Maybe I should save shoulders and just do lateral raises today. I may do that just to somewhat limit the loading on this super bruised palm. Yeah, because I can still do a lateral raise, maybe a front raise too with some cables for a better resistance profile for the front delts. Maybe even do like a glute raise or something. Get some trap work in too. Let's see. Kind of just piecing it together as I go. That's how you should manage and work around injuries. I do know I can definitely do lateral raises because they have those machines here that have the padding. And even if I were to use those normally, I don't typically hold on to the handles. I'll just use them like this so I can have my desired arm path versus being stuck like right here. You guys will see. I think I will run with that versus trying to finagle a cable or dumbbell lateral raise. I'm just like scoping out the gym right now, trying to see what potential press I could do, but I think that's me being stubborn. I think I'm just gonna go from this to a lateral raise, maybe front raise after, maybe, but more likely I'll just go hit some triceps or something like that. That'll be plenty anyways. And then I think I'm gonna go kick the bag because that sounds like fun. It's so much fun. Maybe I'll record some of that, we'll see. Kind of like to just put my headphones on and not really think about stuff. Guys, it'd be so cool if we got this house. I feel so adult. Let's get it, fellas. Put my feet on here. I feel like this might actually be more stable. I'm used to do this in the past, but I think I actually want to be a little higher. So I'm slightly off the seat right now. This will work. Come on. There we go. Last set, make it count. Definitely less reps than last time, but not a bad set. I'm happy with it. Sort of. I wish I could press with full strength, but again, I have a lot of excuses, guys. What's up, man? Here's the lateral raise machine in question, and here's how I'm gonna use it. Feels a little off just because, I mean, it's in a fixed path of motion, and that's not exactly where I'm raising to. So I might go a little bit more through the frontal plane versus scapular, which I'm sure a lot of you are just like, planes? What planes? Don't worry about it. I basically just mean working through a different plane of motion. So like this, straight out to the side would be frontal. Scapular plane would be somewhere through here. But let's see if we can get this feeling decent. I think I'm also just a little uneven on here. The pressure actually kind of feels nice on my tricep because it was cramping up earlier. Felt pretty good. At 90 right now, it goes up to 190. So I'm just gonna bump it up to say 130. I also just realized all these little plates are on here. So let's take all those off and just go to 150. Feeling a little adventurous. These plates are heavy, so I feel like I could do it. It's an almost, I was gonna say that's almost double what I was doing prior, but yeah, that's not how maths. Forgive my prep brain. If anybody's ever prepped for a bodybuilding show before, they know what I'm talking about. I'm kind of at that point right now where you're just kind of on the, what's the word I'm looking for? It's like the brink of being a little delirious to slash just feeling good energy-wise. It's kind of hard to tell the difference sometimes when you're in prep and your calories are really low. It's like, am I gonna be feeling good for the rest of the day, or it's just like the caffeine right now and I'm gonna crash really hard later? I guess we'll find out. Let's do the set. I think I can. Woo. Nice. Let's do 2 more sets of that. I think it's about time to go change into the stringer, check the pump. So I'm just gonna leave a t-shirt on the machine here. Gym culture, right? You leave a item on the machine, you're still using it. If I have my belt, I think that's kind of like the standard piece of equipment people use for that as a placeholder. So let's run to the bathroom real quick. I don't want to just get undressed in the middle of the gym right now. It's just not that time of the day. It's too early for that. So let's run it real quick. All right, quick pump check. I don't know where I'm gonna put you guys. He's on this chain. Oh shit. I think that might be the thumbnail. I'm really happy with this, guys. You can't tell. This is definitely probably, at least from what I can see, one of my best looks to date. So. All right. So hopefully this pump maintains, and we're gonna hit some posing afterwards. Yeah. See you guys back outside. Wait. Forgot to put the stringer on. Shout out Crazy Wear for the dope stringers. A lot of you guys ask me where I get that from. That's where. Oh, feels not great on the rash. All right, let's get this off my chain before I break the bit. There we go. And of course, it's part of the uniform. You gotta tuck it in. Makes your waist look smaller. Or at least if you're relatively lean, it does. Alrighty, let's get it. The shirt marker worked. No one took our machine, no one touched the weight. We got 2 sets. Let's run it. I don't know how many reps that was, but it was enough reps. Whew. Yeah, one more set. And then I think I'm gonna go do a little tricep push down, call it a day. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do the shoulder press today. I'll probably save that because my assistant coach, Aaron, is coming tomorrow, actually, so I gotta leave some stuff I can actually train with him. But I think first session that I will likely record is gonna be a leg session. So that'll be fun. I think it'll be more fun for me, watching him try and do legs with me. Whenever people want to work out with me, I'm always like, the first thing I suggest is let's go hit legs. And funny enough, a lot of people are not down for legs for some reason. My leg days are only like an hour 15 maybe. So it's not like you're gonna be dying for the entire day. Maybe the next few days after, but you'll be all right. You'll survive. Like I'm not gonna kill you. It'll be fine. Oh, all right, guys. Whew, shake it off. Let's go. And that's the workout for lateral raises. Anyways, now we're gonna go do this push down. I'm not sure how that's gonna go. Actually, I think it should be fine because with the handle that I have, I mean most like ropes anyways, you mostly feel the pressure through this part of the palm. So I think I should be able to do it just fine. So I think we're just gonna run a couple sets of push down. I don't think I'm gonna do like dips or any kind of more shoulder flexed extension movement. Just because probably gonna hit some kind of push day again with my coach, Aaron. So I'm actually trying to be a little bit more conservative volume-wise for this session. Although I shouldn't say that considering that I basically hit full volume for pecs. But for triceps, let's say. So I might just do like 1 to 2 sets, let's see. And yeah, I don't know why I'm still in this machine strapped in like a baby, like a little baby. But yeah, let's go. Wipe it off, don't be dirty. We're gonna try this out. I thought this wouldn't be an issue because I was only thinking about this palm, which has been giving me issues this whole session. But I realized that this palm is scraped up exactly on the side that typically feel the load through the handle more. So we'll see if we can kind of finagle our way around that. Maybe if I just like offset my palm in this handle, or I'll just deal with it. Okay. Let's see. Oh, wait. Yeah, I can hold it up here. Perfect. It actually works out. Notice how I'm coming to a full elbow bend. I think we can go up and wait. So call it that a warm up. Should we try and full stack it? I think we're gonna full stack it. It's definitely my last exercise though. I can actually like feel myself fading energy wise. Yeah, let's just run one all out hard set. Call it there for the session. Yep. And that's it. Let's go pose. All right, guys. So I don't have my mic in. Hopefully you can still hear me. But just finished a little Muay Thai conditioning. Basically just practice a bunch of different kicks, practice my footwork, practice what I could do with these banged up knuckles. Just like tap the bag basically. Or did some shadow boxing, but that's the full session. I did some posing as well that you guys will see before this. Might just do a little voiceover because there was a guy in there who's competing in the same shows that I am this year, but next year. So I was talking to him for a bit. Anyways, that is episode, is this 6? 6 or 7? You guys will know when you click the video. It'll say on that. I'll check. But appreciate you guys if you stuck around to the end. Appreciate you guys even if you didn't, even if you just watched a little bit of it. And I'll catch you guys next time.